apex, then we roll onto throttle, and then bring it back over to the right. Into turn 4 now, pressing the brake, off the brake pedal at the turn in, right down to the inside, and then we're going to get on throttle between turn 4 and 5. Once you get to the uphill section here, we tap the brake again and we turn the steering wheel more. This is a tighter corner than turn 4, so you do have to turn quite a bit more to get to that apex. Heading towards turn 6, pretty quick corner, get down to the inside here and keep the inside past the cone. Then as you come up the hill, we're going to stay on the right hand side, braking up the hill, wait for your turn in and eyes to the apex again, just turn here. Make sure we get nice and close to that cone, and that one steering wheel angle input will get you through the entire section. Now back on the throttle down towards turn 8, make sure we're accelerating here. Anytime we're on the straight, we want to be on the throttle, and then back on the brakes before the corner. Off the brake pedal at the turn in, nice and close to the apex. All the road on the left here, then bring it back over to the right as we come up the hill. We're going to tap the brake, turn again towards the apex of turn 9, and then middle of the road, exiting turn 9, back to the left, and a quick transition from left to right as we approach turn 10. And up to turn 11 now. Remember, this corner is very important to get the setup right, so we stay to the right till the first cone, then move our eyes towards the second cone and up over the crest, letting the car be nice and neutral, not putting any steering wheel input in over that crest. And then once the car is nice and settled, we go to the left and we set up here for turn 12. Pretty tight corner here. It's the slowest corner on the track, so you probably want to be down in second gear, and that way you can get on power and accelerate down towards turn 13. Turn 13 is a really quick corner. You do need to brake a little bit, but then get off the brake pedal before the turn in and nice and close to the apex here. Then let the car go all the way out back to the right. Firm on the brakes, down to second gear again. And this is a very late apex here. Gradually bring the car in towards the cone and then on the throttle and accelerate out of the corner. Middle of the road as we enter turn 15. And we're going to be exiting all the way on the right hand side to set up for turn 16. Alright, first car in line, left and lift. Left and lift from the first car. Into turn 1 on the brakes, wait for your turn in cone and eyes up to that apex. On throttle from apex to exit. And accelerate all the way down the straight. So get on the throttle here. And we've got a long straight here where all we have to do is get on the throttle. And lots of time to get the braking done. So at the 150 board, I'm going to get on the brake pedal and wait for that turn in cone. Hold the apex past the second cone. And then aim towards the turning cone for 16. Firm on the brakes, down to second gear. Again, a nice and slow corner. Heading to the apex at that cone, and then unwinding the wheel and get on the throttle. Make sure you use all the road on the exit. Back to the right now for turn 4. Firm press of the brake, wait for your turning cone, and eyes to the apex. From here on out, back on throttle. And then as we come up the hill, we're going to tap the brake, turn more, and make sure we get down to the turn 5 apex. Then you get a nice straight shot out of the corner, down towards turn 6. Make sure you get on the throttle here. Every time we get to a little bit of a straight, we want to be accelerating. And turn 6, quick corner, make sure we're all the way to the inside, keeping that inside line through the corner. And then turn 7, nice and close to the tall apex cone. Constant steering wheel input through here, not making any adjustments. And then accelerate now, hard on the throttle, all the way down towards turn 8. Make sure accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. And then when we get to brake markers, then we start braking. There we go, off the brake at the turn and right down to the inside here. Use all the road on the exit. Bring it back over to the right. We're going to tap the brake here and turn again. Eyes to the tall apex cone. Make sure we don't miss this one. And then middle of the road on the exit. Back to the left now. A quick transition to the right. Again, close to the curb. and all of the road on the exit. Back on throttle now as we approach turn 11. Then we're going to lift as we enter the corner and make sure that we're nice and straight as we crest the hill. Back to the left now on the brakes for turn 12. Wait for your turning cone. Down to second gear. After you turn the corner, or after you get past the apex, start getting on throttle and unwind the hands. Remember that string theory. As you get on the throttle, or as you open your hand, you can get on the throttle. So accelerate all the way down towards turn 13 now. Remember, this is a quick corner, so we do bleed off a bit of speed, but not too much, because you don't need to turn the wheel very much to get around this corner. And then we're hard on the brakes. Down to second gear again for turn 14. Reach around the corner to the apex cone. It's pretty late, you have to be patient. And then middle of the road as we exit the corner to set up properly for turn 15. Exit all the way on the right hand side and wait for that second cone to then enter turn 16. And similar to turn 13, we use all the road and make it as little turning as possible to end up on the front straight. Okay, left and lift.